Cypher9211 coming at you with another video. This video is going to be very relatively small. It's going to be concerning the basics of the EC130. Now we already know that we have a budget version, and we also have an altered version, which is the top tier version. I usually don't post it. I have other people I have given it to on my Discord, or people that I talk to here locally. They have that version, including some of the cards that are not on the budget meaning obviously, you know, cheap cards. Most of the cards I give free, and that deck I've given several decks for free. I have another deck that I'm building, the budget deck AC130, and that one's also gonna be given away. Luckily Dark Magician went more cheaper, but back in the day that used to be an $800 deck or more, so I did give some of those out for free. So basic concept of the deck is a bunch of floodgates. Now you've seen Sam from Team Samurai, maybe like 6 months ago. He tried this profile. It's the AC130 profile. Even though people are gonna get angry, they're gonna disagree, it's the same concept. It's a concept I created back in 2020, 3 years ago. So the concept is to put floodgates together with skill drain out on the field, and it backs it up with the Eternal Souls for defense. So the traps themselves win the duel. Now in any case, when your opponent is able to blow up the back row, you know, you're gonna want to enter into Dragoon or Dragon Knight, and you can escape the floodgates. Basically, the Dark Magician deck is not affected by the floodgates. So for example, there can only be one. You can chain into Dark Magician Circle. Just you bring it to the field, link it to anything like Imdug, or it can be anything else, even two monsters. You can switch it up into, you can see it in my duels, you can switch it into a Nightmare Phoenix, or just about anything for the whole purpose of dumping Dark Magician back to the graveyard and then recycling the circle, banish, and then again and again. You could do it for 4 turns. That's why the extra deck is built a specific way. Also, when you play Gozen Match over here on the side, it's not affected because you're going to be playing all the monsters that are dark, right? So it doesn't affect you. All your monsters, the majority of them, the whole deck, even the extra deck, all of them are dark, so it doesn't affect you at all. So those are the two combos together with the skill drain and the Eternal. Besides that, the other cards that are happening on the sideline, the big players, they're going to be the Magician Souls. Magician Souls are just there for draw power and then shutting down your floodgates when it's your turn, meaning your opponent is exposed to the floodgates, means he just ends his turn or he surrenders, and then you bring out the Magician Souls. Even if they Ash Blossom or they negate it, it doesn't matter because it's for cost, so it'll dump them anyways. There's nothing they can do. They can negate the draw but not the dump, so it opens the floodgate. So I'm the one who figured that out back in 2019, and then I started playing Dark Magician into the early 2020. So I discovered that somewhere around May 19, something somewhere like that, 2019. And then to top that off, we have obviously the Apprentice Illusion, and then you already know what they do. They boost, and they can also go into protect. And then I'm gonna go into a relative small combo. Well, it's not really a small combo, it's a big giant combo. So for the last 3 years, people have been sleeping on this combo. I'm gonna be uploading a duel where I'm gonna go against Jesse's first place tournament. What is it? Tournament? I forgot. Tournament Bestial. That deck that's undefeated. He activates all his effects. It doesn't affect this. Doesn't affect the AC130 budget. You're gonna see the duel. He has 6 negations on the board, and this budget deck, it breaks it. It breaks their deck. And then I went ahead and I dueled the same guy later on, like a week later or something like that, for a single duel again. And this time I went first and I set up the floodgates, and he wasn't able to out him, so he just lost connection. So it goes to show you, you know, a free deck that I give away for free is pretty powerful. Is it the most powerful deck in the world? Obviously not. Is it the most powerful Dark Magician deck? the top tier deck, I believe it is. The budget is just good for having free cards from me and free decks provided for me. No other channel has ever done that. I don't think any other channel can rival me in giving cards away for free Dark Magician and free decks Dark Magician. So technically this channel has done more for Dark Magician players than anyone else, unless somebody wants to challenge me, then because I've also given away cash prizes, packs, so much I've given away starter decks. So the combo here real quick is, people don't realize, to be honest with you, on the top tier the right hand is not there. I only play the Magician Souls, but on the budget version I do play both. So what happens here is you can make all of your cards your ace, the ace card. It could be anything. I think the card, if I read it right now, it says level 3 or lower. So yeah, so anything level 3 or lower will qualify. Rod qualifies. So I'm going to show you a small play. So to begin with, so then what you do is your normal rod, and then from rod you get the effect, then they negate it. So then you're gonna link climb, you're gonna go into Moon Maiden, it goes to the graveyard, and then you're gonna play Magician's Restage. Then from Magician's Restage you're gonna bring the rod and defense attack however you want, and then you're gonna link them both, and you're gonna link climb like I was saying. You're gonna link climb up to, if I can find it. Oh, that's bizarre. I think I must have, give me a second. I find it, it was in the back of the extra deck. So you're gonna link climb into Crawly, and then Crawly's gonna go ahead and go into the spellbook engine, and then they're gonna select one. I would say 70% of the time they give you the right card. There's some times when you special summon 2 monsters and you don't have a normal summon, and at that point it doesn't matter what card you get, you're still gonna draw. But at this point you're gonna want to draw only the secret or the knowledge, because both of them do not require to normal summon because they already did, remember? So then after that you play them. If you get the secret, you want to change, search that to the knowledge, and then hit it, and then you're gonna be able to draw 2 more cards from your deck to your hand. If you have a Magician Souls, you can dump Dark Magician in the graveyard and bring this out, and then you can trigger this to dump it, draw, and then you can draw the right hand and plus a card. Now the big play, the other one was a small play. Even though it looked pretty tight, it's still considered small play because it's not a winning. It's just to get the deck going. The big play that actually does win, and you're gonna see this against the YCS Jesse's build and a lot of other decks that are undefeated, and it always wins, is the combo of here that I've done. I presented the combo back, I think it was late 2020 or 2021. I figured it out somewhere around middle of 2020, I believe. So the way it works is you have Restage. So they did remake the card Ultra. If anybody wants them for free on the Discord group, I have a bunch of them. So basically the way it works is the best combo, in my opinion, that I've seen when I've dueled with this card on the budget. The most fire combo that I've seen is I've had, and this is Looked Down On, and this is the combo that I went against Jesse's first place undefeated, which had like, it had more, I think it had like 8 negates in the turn, something like that. I don't remember, we're gonna have to look at that video. So basically you hit the circle, it doesn't matter if it draws or not. If you can draw whatever you're searching, if you can't, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't require more. It just requires the circle to be on the field, and if it's not on the field, it doesn't matter. This is a big combo right here. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be dumping the Dark Magician to the graveyard with souls, and then it special summons it back. So you're gonna get the banish, Then from the banish, right after the banish, you're gonna trigger restage, special summon Magician Souls, and then from Magician Souls, you're gonna wanna trigger the effect. And I wouldn't recommend you sending both. Instead, if there's another card you can send, you wanna leave Circle on the field. If the only card you have is Magician Souls, then just use Magician Souls. So from there, it's gonna let you draw a card from the deck, and then on top of that, you get to play. Now you have a negate, and then from there you link, and then you're gonna be linking. And this isn't nothing new. I presented this first in late 2020 or early 2021, and a lot of people did like it actually, but I haven't seen it played. But it's a pretty badass combo for a budget deck. I mean, these cards I give away for free. People don't know that I give away Magician Souls for free too. That's how cheap they are. They're like $20 or less, and I bought a lot of them like at $13. So after you do all that combo that you saw right now, you link, then you absorb, and then when you absorb, you link climb again, and then you link climb into the Crawly, and then from the Crawly you do Spellbook Engine. And if you pay attention to this combo, there was no normal summoning. You haven't normal summoned, so at this point it doesn't matter what you draw. You could draw the Prophecy or not draw it. It does not matter at all. If you wanna draw the 5 cards from a deck, because Prophecy does Secret, Secret does Knowledge, and then Knowledge draws 2, so a total of 5 cards. You can go ahead and go that route, going to the normal, and then so you're basically gonna hit, and then you're gonna do the correct sequence, which would be that into the Secret, and then to the Knowledge, and then to the Knowledge you're gonna go into draw 2 cards, and this one's gonna go to the graveyard. So at the point, I've noticed sometimes when the Dark Nation comes out after I banish, I attack, and what's it called? What's his name? Here it is, Anima. I try to absorb a big hitter. If it's on the pointing, if you can point to it, you're gonna want to read Anima. You absorb it, and then you double attack with Dark Nation and this one, so you hit 2, and then you link, and then you draw the whole combo you saw. Then you draw 2 more cards, and from those 2 cards that you drew, you should have more follow plays to enter into a Dragoon, set up an Eternal Soul, or you could draw a lot of other cards, a Feather, you could draw, if you have a Regeki or whatever, a Super Poly, anything else that you have in your deck that can aid you on more combos from there. This is just a basic combo, but it turns out to be really nasty because, like I said, when you put it all to the side, all you really had was this. It was just one circle and these 2 cards in your hand, and you have a normal summon. It's a very powerful combo. So people are gonna say like, what, 3-card combo? That's stupid. But Loza said 3-card combos were dumb and stupid. He kept telling me, and then he turns around and he makes videos on 3-card combos. You see how people change their mind a lot. They're not steady. They don't know what you're talking about. The reason why is because there is 1-card combos, but you want to do 2-card and 3-card. You want to do all the combos you can, and that's why people hate this profile and hate my channel so much, because I'm the only channel since 2020 to be able to draw 50% of your deck in your first turn and establish 4 to 5 negates, and there's nothing they can do about it. And you know, 2, 3, 4 negates do nothing to the deck, and it's just a budget. And like I said, one of these decks, I'm gonna finish building one of these decks. I have it in another room. It's gonna be given away for free. It's gonna be like the 7th or 8th free deck that I give away for free coming up for this next year. So yeah, all it is this combo here, and you dump Dark Magician, banish, activate here, this trigger, draw, and then you go to Anima. These are all the cards that are being played. Anima. Then for that you draw, this goes, and then you're gonna draw this. So out of those 2 cards, I'm gonna pile up all the cards that are here that are coming out from this combo. The Dark Magician came out, and then you get that. then you get that, then you get that, and then you get that, and then from that you get from the what's it called? From the activated effect, you draw one card, and then from the relinquished anima, if you didn't draw the what's his name? If this one, let's just say you draw two other cards, you could draw two random. It could be random to any two cards. It doesn't really matter what card it is. It could be this one, it could be that one. So we're gonna do these. So these are just random. So those two cards played all these cards. There's a bunch of cards. So we can count them. So you can see the large number of cards that two card combo does. You don't need the third combo. I didn't say you need it. I said if you have it. If you're playing a Dark Magician deck and you don't have a circle on the field, you probably don't know how to play Dark Magician. So, especially people love playing two, and I agree with that. It's fine, but to be honest with you, I struggle between one and two. What do I mean by that? Sometimes I play one, sometimes I play two. I leave it in my extra deck. Side deck, I'm sorry, in case I need it. But usually I just play one. But these two cards here, it's a two-card combo. They play all these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those play 9 cards, and with the circle, it's a 10 combo. And then I didn't mention the double attack, and then the absorb. So shoot, that's a lot from a 2-card combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And then 10, 11, 12 with the absorb. It's a 12, 13 with the circle, 13 combo. That's what happened with this. It's a 13 card combo off of just 2. If you have a circle, it's fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter. That's how much you're doing. You're drawing a bunch of cards. From those, you're triggering more effects. I haven't even finished the combo. Like, look at Super Poly and this. You can trigger this. You can keep increasing. It could be like a 20-card combo just from 2 cards. And people say it's stupid. People say they don't want to play it. They have no idea how broken this budget combo is. So that's the combo behind it. I need to finish the video. But the other combo, like I said earlier in the video, this is very simple. It's just a rod. You guys try to remember that. It's just it could be anything as long as it's level 3 or under. It's one rod. They can either negate or not. It doesn't really matter. You link, activate, special, and then from there you're gonna link climb again, trolley, draw, and then from the draw you're gonna continue drawing more and then setting up your board. So pretty much it. The video's gone long enough. Hopefully you guys like it. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. Dark Magic at that.